Question number 5. To enable ease of related data updates for the customer support team, it was decided to enable quick access to update account status directly from the case record detail page. How does a system admin accomplish this requirement? We got four options. One says the first option says adding a related list, and the second one says create a or build a new component and then add it to the lightning page. The third one says add a related record component, and the fourth one is adding related detail component. So let's try to understand this question. This question says there are two parts to it. One is we wanted to help the customer support team, right? Basically the team that creates cases and manage all the customer incidents, right? So we wanted to help the team to update the account status. So it is very specifically talking about updating an account status. The catch is it needs to be done directly from the case record detail page. For example, if this is my case page, right? And I want to see an option to update this particular account records status. So that is the intent. That is the intent of this question. So how do I do it, right? So if let's take the odd ones out, right? So as a system admin, I have to do it. And option B is definitely not a system admin's task, right? Because it requires a developer to build a Lightning component. It could be Aura or Lightning Web component, or in fact, Flow can also help here. But this requires, some additional effort, right? Let's look for something that is very appropriate, in this appropriate for a system admin to do it. Okay, so definitely option B is incorrect. So let's look at option A, adding a related list component to the lightning page. So related list will show the related records, right? And in this case, right, a case can have only one account, isn't it? So even if I try to show, if I try to show that, right, I can't do that, isn't? I can't really do that because that is it's just a you know the relationship between account to case is just it's 1 is to m, isn't it? So I cannot use related list to show the account number 2. So option A is also incorrect. So between option C and D, we're talking about adding a related list component in lightning page and related detail component in lightning page. Let's try to do that and then see which one is the right one, which one is the right answer. So let's go back here. Let's try to go and then edit the page. Let's see if both the components are present first. Record related detail and related record, right? So let it first open. Yeah. So now let's search for related. So I do see related list, I do see related record. Yeah, that is there. And I do see record detail, isn't it? So there is no such thing called related detail component. There is something called record detail component. Right? So option D is incorrect, which means option C is the right answer. But let's cross check and then see whether option C is the right one, right? So option D is incorrect because there is no such component called related detail. It's like, record detail is what we have. So record detail is nothing but, right, if you just drag and then drop, you can see the exact details of that particular case, right? But this is again irrelevant, right, to our actual question, which is how we update account status, right? So let's try to focus on the option C, which is related record. Let's drag and then drop. Yeah. So as the name indicates, right, as the name indicates, this deals with related record deals with records that are related to the case, right? In this case, definitely we know that case record is related to an account, right? So when you just bring this component onto the page, you will see some options on the right, right? So if you just edit this lookup field, right? So this will show me all the objects that are related to the contact, related to the case. So in this particular scenario, I'm going to choose account name because you know, I want to update the account status, right? Let's see what options we have. Yeah. So I'll just say, when I say use this account, this will refer to, the account that is associated with this case. So in this one, it's on corp. Let's say done. So there is something called update action that I have to update, but looks like, there is, so this is required field, but I don't have any information in my hand now. But I do see some options right here, right? So which means I can able to create, some quick actions directly from here. I'm gonna try to create, an update action. Okay, let's see what happens when I click on this one, because the scenario right here, the requirement is we have to update account status right from the case page, right? So let's click on new update action and see what happens. So let it open. And as you can see, it is taking me directly to the account actions, right? Account actions. So I'll just say I want to update a record, and I'll just say um, account status hyphen update. That would be the label. And let's just save. Perfect. Now I can configure the layout. What I would like to do is I can keep the account name. I don't need type. I don't need website. I don't need phone. I don't need the industry. All I need is the status field. So let me look for the status field, which is the active or inactive. Let's drag and then drop. That's it. So I have account name and the active or inactive status. That's the pick list, right? So we click on save. Perfect. Now a new quick action on the account object has been created, right? So how did we navigate to this page? Right from this new update action. Right? So now if I just search for account, of course it won't appear now because I just created this one, isn't it? So I'll have to go back, yeah, and then refresh this page. So let me again go to settings and then click on edit page. Let's look for related record, drag and then drop. Good. And on the lookup, I'm going to choose account name, use this account, done. And as you can see, it is automatically, it is automatically pre-populating the action that we just created, account status update, right? Also, you can see the same layout that we configured, right, at the time of creating a quick action. It's just appearing right here. So let's just save, almost done. Let's go back. Perfect. Now, as per the requirement, right on the case page, right, I can able to update the status of the account, either, active or inactive. So this is, what is expected, right, as an output from the system, from system admin standpoint. Now let's go back to the question. So yes, the right answer to this question is use related record to update related details, right, or related object fields right from the case object. So the right answer to this one is option C.